Hi, I'm Francesco Garipoli, and I've been teaching Qigong around the world for 25 years or more now. And the beautiful part of this ancient system of exercise from China is that it combines three important pieces. The Yi, your mental focus, your ability to visualize, your movements, kind of like Tai Chi or yoga in a gentle way, and the breath. And so today what I'd like to share with you is the power of combining that breath and the movement and why that is so important in Qigong or in anything you do in life. You may ask yourself, will I always breathe? I mean, how could I be alive without breathing? But I know from observing seniors, for instance, a lot of times when a senior takes a step up the stairs, you hold your breath before you take that step. Or if you're a young person, you tend to just blaze through and talk on your phone and your breath is out of sync with your motion. But there's something magic, and there's a lot of science behind this, when you could align your breathing with the movement. And maybe the ancients really were onto something. Without knowing the real science behind it, we've learned now a tremendous amount of breath science. This means that when we do something that is uncoordinated, disjointed with the breath, we tend to raise our stress levels ever so much. When our stress level goes up, cortisol gets released, and our body's immune system drops, we tend not to be in our power, our confidence, and certainly not in our balance, which we need tremendously when you're a senior or if you're an athlete even. What I want to share with you is just some simple exercises that entrain, that get our brain in sync with a good deep breath and a movement. And a good deep inhale and a movement. And an exhale and a movement. And you say to yourself, how could something so simple of coordinating a breath and a movement be for my body? Well, what's so interesting in recent science over the last few years, we learned that when we do a deep exhale, and that means getting your belly and squeezing on the exhale, tightening up your butt cheeks, and then inhale and relax. Exhale through your nose and mouth, squeezing to get that breath out, push the diaphragm up, and gently exhale. When we do that, we activate what's known as the vagus nerve, an important nerve on the central nervous system that goes right down into your gut. It sends efferent signals, these signals back up into your brain through the heart. There's a sinoidal nerve in the heart that gets triggered when we do this deep breathing. The heart goes into this amazing synchronicity. And your heart rate variability goes up and your stress goes down. So the deep breath activates that vagus nerve, sending those signals to the brain. And all of a sudden our parasympathetic nervous system gets very happy. When we do that with a motion like this, a simple motion, imagine a ball on the exhale, squoze, inhale, expand. Exhale, squeeze your belly. Inhale, expand. Slow movement, sending a message to your brain that everything is okay. Sounds silly, sounds so common sense. But when the brain gets a trigger that I am moving in a coordinated, conscious way under my control, not reacting to that outside world, but reacting to that internal world. Think of that vagus nerve as your internal meter, that barometer that says everything's okay, triggers the heart rate starts to slow down, and your brain gets a signal that everything's okay. It's amazing. And it really doesn't matter the motion, but I do this one with the ball. We sometimes call it the Qi ball, or the life force energy Qi ball, and we expand it. On an inhale, we compress it on an exhale. And you see I bend my knees a little bit too. So I inhale and I stand up. My back is nice and straight. Exhale through my nose and mouth. Inhale, expand. Exhale. Imagine that if you can do this 5 minutes a day throughout your day, especially during these challenging times right now, you can give your body the greatest gift it needs. You strengthen your heart. You strengthen your immune system. You bring yourself into a certain level of confidence that I own this body, that I am this ruler of this body. I can control it. I don't like using those words, but you know what I mean. It's not an accident. I'm not a victim of this body. This body is waiting for me to have a conscious direction, to guide it. It's part of your team. So this deep exhale activates that part of the team. That deep inhale activates the team that is the manager of your brain that sends resources to your body. And when you reduce stress and you move slowly, what message are you sending your brain? I need the resources to breathe deep, to super oxygenate my body, and make sure my joints can work efficiently slowly. Your joints need a lot less resources when they move haphazardly and disjointedly. But your joints will get innervation resources from the brain. They'll get more capillaries to bring blood to those joints that are necessary. Your cartilage will rebuild itself. It's amazing what your body can do when you give it a chance. So take 5 minutes. Enjoy with me this simple, sinking, squeezing. Keep your back straight, squeeze your belly. Inhale through your nostrils and your mouth closed. Exhale, sink. Inhale, stand up. An amazingly simple exercise that can give you wonderful results and remind you, the most important thing about these exercises, to remind you that you own your body. You own your mind. And once you bring your mind and body into harmony, we talk about mind, body, spirit, well, you live it. It's not just words. It's something you could bring into your life every day. So keep up these practices, and I look forward to sharing more with you. Peace.